everybody, what's going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go over something very interesting to the game that is very new, is launch angle. With the new update 1.13, we have a new hitting feedback system that shows us launch angle, and I'm going to show you guys how to optimize the launch angle and use it the most effectively and find the sweet spot for your swing. Now that we know what it actually is. So you guys do me a favor though, as always, man, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man, subscribe. And we're very close to 1,500 subscribers on the channel, so I appreciate all the support. And but let's get right into it, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys, just in the background, you guys are gonna see just some gameplay. It's actually some custom practice. What I did was I went into custom practice and I was trying to get the meter to show up, the feedback meter to show up and actually show me the launch angle, and it didn't. And yeah, I'm on beginner on it because I was trying to put like home run derby and show you guys that optimal home run launch angle, but we'll just, it's B-roll footage, we'll just keep it anyway. So, so what is launch angle? All right. Launch angle is pretty much a fancy term for a batted ball's trajectory, all right? So the batted ball, then it goes straight up. If it goes straight up, it has a launch angle of 90 degrees. And if it goes parallel to the ground, it's 0 degrees, all right? So optimal launch angle in baseball is about 45 degrees, all right? That's what they consider the optimal launch angle, just scientifically. Because once the ball goes above 45 degrees, if it goes anything above that, it's going to lose some of its outward trajectory. It's going to go more up than it is out, because that's the maximum out and up motion that the ball could make. So 45 degrees is typically where you want to try to aim for, I guess, all right? It says more batters now are focusing not only on hitting the ball hard, but also hitting the ball high into the air. This is a study that I've read over here about Major League Baseball and the trajectory of launch angle. And it's really interesting because it's not something that's only used in baseball we think about, but it's also used in golf too, because they're trying to get optimal launch angle as well. But the reason that 45 degrees, like I said, though, here it is, why it is the best launch angle and resulting in the longest flight, is that it perfectly splits the upward and forward forces. So that's the scientific way of saying it. But like I was telling you, it's the furthest most outward and upward movement that you can have all at the same time. So you guys are going to see a couple of pictures here, diagrams on the screen. And here's what it looks like, I guess, when you see the typical sweet spot based on a Major League study that was done. I believe it's 2016. We'll see in just a second. But the optimal launch angle for that was 25 to 35 degree angle. Now, look, I know we're playing the game and it's not always the most accurate, and the feedback alone isn't maybe necessarily the most accurate. I'm finding, since we're seeing this, that I'm able to kind of study my swing more in the game and kind of play with it a little bit and find that sweet spot to get the right feel. And then it becomes muscle memory and repetitive. So if you can find that optimal launch angle for yourself, that's great. This says 25 to 35 here. We're going to look at another diagram right here real quick. And this one shows the hit probability here at the top based on the color here on the screen. And you'll see all these little hexes. Pop-ups usually are caught for an out if they're up above this like 45, 50 degree angle. And even a lot of them that are in that 35 degree angle, I think it's a lot of low line drives. But you'll find these, the high and fast balls become home runs right here. So yeah, and it was 2016. That's where I got the other image from as well. So what I did through my gameplay studies that I've done, just looking at it, it's between about 30 and 40, maybe 3. You rarely hit that 45 like perfect, but about 30 and 43 that I'm finding the perfect sweet spot for launch angle in the game right now. Go into custom practice. It doesn't matter if you're on, I mean, if you don't want to mess with your timing on pitch speeds or whatever, then, you know, turn up the pitch speeds or whatever with your sliders and all that. But go in and just practice and try to find that optimal launch angle for you and your swing and how you control your joystick. Because I think everybody's going to be just a little bit different on the feel for it. But it could be a game changer for you if you can kind of get that sweet spot down. I don't know if this will make a lot of sense to people, but for some reason when I was when I was doing it, it kind of sounds crazy, but when I was doing it and trying to figure it out, and trying to find the optimal spot, the sweet spot for it, when I would take my thumb on the joystick, I was kind of imagining catching as opposed to hitting, which is weird. But you know, like if the ball's obviously thrown or a ball's hit to you that's below your waist, you're gonna put the glove down. If it's above, you're gonna try to go up with it. You know, of course, if you get caught in between, it's that weird section. But it's kind of the way I want to control my PCI now. If the ball is thrown a little bit low, I want to bring it down just a little bit to try to get a little more launch angle on it. If it's thrown up a little bit, I want to make sure I move it that up. So I don't know, in my head for some reason I was picturing like flipping the glove or doing it. So I don't know, you have to find your own little quirky thing, I guess. Everybody will be a little bit different with how they do it, but go in and practice, find your optimal sweet spot, and you'll start to notice when you see it down there in the corner. Pay attention to the number. Start to pay attention, close attention to it, and look for pitches in that certain sweet spot. So I hope this helps out a little bit, guys. Sorry if it was reading a little bit scientific stuff here. I guess it's a little bit out of my realm for sure, above my pay grade. But hopefully it helps a little bit. You guys let me know. But do me a favor, as always, man, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.